Hey everybody, you're cooking with Klausen. We're gonna make a pizza a little bit differently tonight. Pepperoni veg, we got some green peppers, some tomatoes, some garlic peppers, some olives, some onions. All those good veggies you love. So we're gonna take the dough, we're gonna let it proof for about 30 minutes in some wheat flour, out in the open, not in a bowl, not with a paper towel on top of it, forget that. We're gonna pre-cook the dough on a sheet pan here. We're gonna brush it down with some garlic butter, let that melt into the dough. Then we're gonna transfer stone that you know and love. You're gonna get that nice golden crisp on the pizza. See that? Beautiful, beautiful. Take a look over here. We got the tomatoes, green pepper, a little bit of red pepper, mushrooms, pepperoni, cheese. If you don't like something here, take it away. If you want to add something else, go for it. It's really your own canvas. Go wild. First, we're gonna start with the dough, though. I like to proof my dough out in the open. I already put some flour down here. I like to use wheat flour, but you can use any type of flour that you want. We're gonna coat that just on both sides. We're gonna let that sit out in the open for about a half an hour. Let it breathe so it's stretchy. You can play with it. We'll be good to go. Okay, so when we're letting our dough sit, we can get a few other things done, like preheating the oven. We're gonna get this puppy up to about 425. And there we go. Alright, so like I said, we got some veg and pepperoni and cheese going on in this pizza. We got our green pepper, we got tomato, olives, garlic peppers, onion, pepperoni, and a few different cheeses. I got Asiago, mozzarella, and some Italian mixed cheese here. You can add in any cheese that you like. So let's get started here. And with these toppings, since I'm using so many, I don't want to do too much of one thing. I'm not trying to make this an onion pizza with other stuff on it. I always like to break a plate out and get all my toppings in order so when I'm building the pizza later, they're ready and ready to go, you know? Alright, always good for the yins. We got some baby bellas. Already come pre-packed, not a bad gig. Just give them a little rinse. I also love black olives. Might not be an olive fan, I am. You'll notice I just switched up knives here. I use a little pair knife for these just because it makes it easier for me. I got big banana hands. Some garlic peppers. You know what? These already seem to be diced up to me. These have some killer flavor to them. I like roasted reds, garlic peppers. Just add a little bit different flavor in there. Like I said, you'll see how I'm building all the ingredients here. There's not too much of one thing. You know, there's a little bit of everything. It really makes for a good cornucopia of flavors once the pizza comes together. Dice these a little bit. Now, I'm doing tomatoes on this because I'm not using a red sauce. You'll see that I'm going to do a garlic butter sauce for this. So I figure a little bit of tomato flavor won't be a bad thing. By the way, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to shoot me an email at cookingwithklausen.com and I will get back to you at my earliest convenience. This whole YouTube thing is going to be about is me being a simple guy cooking. Because this stuff is not hard, and little bit of know-how, a little bit of knowledge with this cooking stuff, and you can be making some pretty decent food without going too crazy. Most of our toppings laid out there. Get the pepperoni sliced up. And again, you can use any toppings you want. I'm using pepperoni because it's kind of a classic thing. It tastes delicious. Do Italian sausage. Bacon's always a good one because bacon goes on everything. I think we're looking pretty good there. Beautiful. We're waiting for the oven to get up to 425, and then I'm going to show you about the dough. Alright, so the dough. We're going to get this ready on a sheet pan. I have a pizza stone in the oven that's heating up right now, but what I like to do is I like to pre-cook my dough, get a little bit hard, and then transfer it to the stone. So I'm going to go ahead and get a sheet pan. This will work. One big and one small, that's fine, doesn't really matter. I'm going to prep this with a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit, you don't need too much on there. I'm going to brush this down, because this dough is going to go on top of this. It's going to be a nice bottom crust for the dough. Alright. Where's my salt and pepper hiding? Alright. A little bit of salt and pepper, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. You don't have to use the salt if you don't want. I do, love salt. Alright, beautiful. We'll get that done. Ready to rock and roll. Beautiful. Get this thing down. You can use any type of pizza roll that you want. I have a small one because it works a little bit easier in this pan, as you can see. Let me get this nice and stretched out. Yeah, nice. The longer you leave it out too, the easier it's going to be to play with. That's why we left it out for about a half an hour. And the dough is good to go right now. Now I mentioned before that I don't do a red crust, a red sauce rather. I'm sorry. What I like to do, get a little bit of margarine here, or butter, depending on what you like. Doesn't have to be a lot. And a little bit of garlic. Love garlic, by the way. There's our oven. I really believe that it belongs in everything. Give that a quick nuke. About 30 seconds. Let that margarine melt down for us. We're going to brush that on top of here. And we actually add some more garlic to it. I told you, I love garlic. Got my red wine out, of course. Got my smooth jazz going. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, yeah. Gotta love the garlic butter crust. Try to get the whole thing. You don't want to leave any areas just doughy. I'm going to do just the crust here. A little bit of garlic powder and parsley. Add some nice color to it. Nice. A little bit of parmesan cheese here. Alright, so we got our oven preheated to 425. We're just going to go ahead and pop that in here. Beautiful. For about 11 minutes. Once that's cooked down, we're going to take it out. We're going to prep all our toppings on there, transfer it to the stone. We'll be good to go. Alright everybody, so our dough is cooked down for 11 minutes. I'm going to take this out of the pan. Nice. Very nice. See that? You can tell that there's some firmness to it, right? You can pick it up. Even the bottom's already starting a little bit to brown up. So our stone's been sitting there the whole time. I want to let you know, when you preheat the oven, you want to have the stone in there when the temperature's at 0. You don't want to put a room temp stone into a warm oven. That's going to make it crack. Let me get our cheeses down. Like I said, I have mozzarella, I have some Italian cheese, I got some Asiago here. Let's get our toppings. You want to spread them evenly throughout the pizza. You don't want a bunch of stuff in one spot. Some black olives. Pepperoni down. Right, a few extra toppings we'll throw on there. Yeah, that's a good looking pizza. I always save about half the cheese to then do another coating right on top here. Yeah. That's gonna be good. You don't have to be as messy as me, but who cares because I'm cleaning it up. Top it off with a little bit of basil. Alright, now, that pan is probably cooled down, but I'm still going to use the towel here because I don't want to get any burn marks or more than I already have. Alright, so let's pull this out a little bit. You probably want to use a big spatula to get that to transfer nice and easy. Boom. You can hear it already starting to cook there. So you're going to put this back in for about another 12 or so minutes. And you can check on it if you want to make sure it's not burning. I usually go in there with the spatula a few times, check the bottom. You don't want that burnt crust on there. We're going to let that cook down, and end of 12 minutes we're going to be in good shape. Alright folks, so our pizza is just about done. We're going to get our pan back here. We're going to get it transferred off the stone. Let's just yank this out a little bit. As you can see, a few minutes on the stove. I don't know if you can see that bottom there. Nice and golden brown, no? Looks good. Beautiful. We'll let that sit for a few minutes. We'll dice that up. We'll be good to go. Now you're cooking with Klausen.